All right, let's do a little countdown. Okay, YouTube storyboard check, audio check, lighting check, new phone check. All right, Donnie Say Something podcast begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue the music. Sometimes it. All right. Boy, been a while since we've done one of these things, and let you know a little something. Every time, this one was kind of tough. Every time I do the outline, do the show outline, something pops up. And that has happened about 4 times. I have something in mind, scratch. Have something in mind, scratch. Have something in mind, scratch. It has everything to do with the busy off season of the Dallas Mavericks. Actually, everybody's off season has been like nuts, but the Mavericks pretty much have gone off the rails this month, and that's how we're gonna start. We're gonna start with the Dallas Cowboys. That will take a back seat to what the Dallas Mavericks have done. And with that in mind, as I make some adjustments here, all right, push that back up. Yeah. From the let's start over. We changed the name. From the DS17 Media Studios in Dallas, Texas. Welcome to the Donnie Say Something podcast. My name's Donnie. I am your host. And like I mentioned, I had to rewrite the outline of this show about 4 or 5 different times. And it has something to do with the Dallas Mavericks. And we're going to start with them because they've been having a off season to remember. Good or bad, a little bit mix of all those things. But let's get started. And I have appropriate music for you since we're talking hoops. First, I gotta do that little YouTube poll that they do. Get that out of the way. How about some John Tesh? Get us going here. Yes. Like I mentioned, the Dallas Mavericks have been having an off-season to remember, both good and bad. But let's get it going here because I have a show. Oh man, I got a show. Let's start off, and we're going to do this in order. There's a timeline, and we're going to do it order, step by step by step. And let's start off with this guy right here, Cooper Flag. He won the Rookie of the Year, and it's well deserved. He did a lot. Lately, he put the whole Maverick team on his shoulder most nights. That's why he needs help, and he's going to get some help, both by trades and through the draft. We'll get into that this week. But anyway, Cooper Flag wins Rookie of the Year. Next up, brand new president for the Dallas Mavericks. Masai Ujiri is his name. And look at a little quick resume check on him. He was general manager of the Toronto Raptors, and he put together a team. In 2018, they won the NBA title. So he has some experience putting together teams. And a couple days later after that, he needed a general manager, and he got one. And Mike Schmitz, his resume. He was ESPN's draft expert, and also he was assistant general manager with the Portland Trail Blazers. With those two together, they both went to Chicago for the NBA lottery. Hey, remember the last time the Mavericks went to the lottery? They scored big, got the number one pick, and that number one pick turned out to be that guy right there. That's right, super flat. So where did they end up? And this is why the Mavericks should have lost that final game against Chicago. The ping pong balls did not go their way. They're at number 9. And with that number 9 pick, Chicago leapfrogged over the Mavericks and into the number 4 spot. They should have lost. Yeah, they should have lost that game. Or actually, they should have lost that game. They'll be in a much better position. There we are. Had to put things together here. Anyway, they were in a much better position to draft because they would have a much better choice of players. Now, being at number 9 is not bad. Not good either, but not bad. I'm thinking if they were to trade up, they would have got that hot guard from Arkansas, and we'll come up with that name in just a little bit. But anyway, Mavericks at number 9. And then we move along. And during the press conference, they introduced Masa Ujiri. He was asked what to do with Jason Kidd. And he kind of eluded that question. Well, he came up with the answer. Him and Jason Kidd had a little meeting, and Jason Kidd was relieved of his duties. He's not going to be the coach of the Dallas Mavericks. He had a nice run, 5 years. Took the Mavericks to the NBA Finals in 2024, and that Luka Doncic trade anyway, it went left. I mean, Mavericks were pretty much lined up to go back in or have a nice run back into the NBA Finals, and then that trade happened. And everything went left. I mean, Mavericks were losing, injuries happened, and the new guy at the helm wants a fresh start. So, anyway, Jason Kidd gone as Dallas Maverick head coach. And if that's not enough, Mavericks made more news. They're leaving downtown Dallas and going to be playing their games in a spot where I used to hang out with, the spot where Valley View Mall used to be. Legendary mall. A lot of good memories. Unfortunately, it got knocked out. Actually, it was knocked out for another project, Dallas Midtown, and that was slow developing. So, Mavericks are moving up to North Dallas, and if that's not enough, the Dallas Stars are leaving downtown Dallas. They're going all the way up to Plano to play their games on Collin County's Front Range at the old Willow Bend Shopping Mall. Now, there are two things I have issues with both teams leaving. One, the businesses that came along when the American Airlines Center got built. They were building up the upper end of downtown Dallas. And lots of restaurants, lots of businesses. They all flocked to downtown Dallas upper end, uptown they call it. And now that within a few years, 2031, when the lease of American Airlines Center runs out for both teams, what the future holds for that area. That's going to be intriguing how that's going to be. I mean, a lot of bars, a lot of businesses, they all feed from all the fans coming in to American Airlines Center to watch the Dallas Mavericks and the Dallas Stars play. Now, this is the new thing with sports venues being built. Not so much the stadium, it's all about the experience. It's all about building a bit of an outside area where fans can come out, gather, they can either have a beverage, eat food, go back in, watch the game. They just all want to have a big experience, not inside but outside. Good example, Globe Life Field with the Miller Lite live venue out there. That's the perfect example of what both teams want to do. They want to make a big, gigantic, the arena, yes, but the big, gigantic outdoor area where people can go outside and just have fun, enjoy the game if they want to enjoy the game out there, or go back inside. That's the new thing. That's the new thing going on with brand new stadiums being built. And second, I worry about is how to get to the arenas, especially if you live in Tarrant County. You guys got a long way to travel in order to get out there. I mean, with the setup now, you can just hop on a train, get to downtown Dallas, and just have fun, get back on the train, head back. Now, you gotta travel a long way to get out there. And it's not going to be that easy for folks in Dallas. The way it looks, I guess Dart can put together a park and ride situation. Park the car, take a shuttle, get to the arena, get back in the car, and head out. So a lot of things in play as far as the future of downtown Dallas, especially that upper end of downtown Dallas is concerned. Of course, there are a lot of other businesses leaving. AT&T gone go bye-bye. Comerica Bank, which is now going to be Fifth Third Bank, that's Cincinnati Bank, bottom out. They're leaving downtown. Fox 4's leaving downtown. What's going to be left? Huh? What's going to be left? I don't know. Now, as far as the Mavericks are concerned about their future, they haven't announced the new head coach yet. But wait a minute, let me wait 10 seconds. All right, nothing happened in that 10 seconds, so I was expecting breaking news out of it, but no. So what's become of the Mavericks? The future holds? Well, two things. One, they're still searching for a head coach, and two, there are two players that could be a couple of moves to get draft picks. We're talking Klay Thompson, who wants to be in a championship team, and he doesn't want to be a part of a rebuild, which the Mavericks are in. And I say you get not one but two draft picks for Klay Thompson. That would be great. Also, you have Kyrie Irving, and we all want to see what that Kyrie Irving and Cooper Flag combination will do. Everyone wants to see that. Will it happen? I don't know. You'll be tempted if you want to trade Kyrie to see what value you get out of that. Two draft picks, I would go for that. Besides, the Mavericks don't have any draft picks for next year. So now you got to think about the future and what's to come. I mean, Cooper Flag is a great player to work your magic around. So now we're going to see what's to come with the new folks in place at the top for the Mavericks. We're going to see what's going to happen. All right, enough about the Dallas Mavericks. Like I mentioned, I have a packed show tonight or today. I'm doing this show at night right now, and the dawn's beginning to descend here, and we got some things going on this summer, and we do have a lot. World Cup, Dallas Wings, and tell you what, let's do what my favorite thing would be. It would be the DFW Sports Whip Around. I have music for it. That's music for me to go to sleep on. Water run. Yo! Jeff W. Sports Pep around. With the rooster crowing. Alright. I promised to do some different things with this show. Bringing in roosters to crow is one of them. And let's see, what else? There we go. Okay, let's start with before we get into that, I also have this. Beep beep. Dateline Arlington Grand Prix. And mark the date, March 19th to 21st. That's when the Arlington Grand Prix is going to happen. They had big success with the Arlington Grand Prix back in March, and everybody liked the way it ran, and everyone had fun, and we're going to have more fun when it comes back around, March 19th to 21st of next year. So mark that on your calendars. Beep beep. Dateline, Dallas Wings. Dallas Wings, they're off to a great start. Got that new coach there. Jose Hernandez. He comes from South Florida, and he had good success as their head coach. Over 200 wins in South Florida, and now he's building a winning culture in Dallas, actually Arlington, and there's some great players building right now. Paige Becker's first round pick, Azzy Fudd, is playing well. There's a player on there you might want to look out for. Jessica Shepard. She's the X factor on that team. And Jessica is doing great work. She's doing the dirty work, getting the rebounds, the putbacks, stealing passes. She's doing it all. So the Dallas Wings should require your attention this summer. And there's plenty of chances for you to see that team out in Arlington here. I got some home dates. So let's start. June the 20th, they're taking on Phoenix out in Arlington. They play at the College Park Center at UT Arlington. June 20th, they got Chicago. July, the New York team comes in, the New York Liberty. And July the 19th, LA comes to town. And in August, they got 3 games at home, and home's going to be the American Airlines Center. They're going to be taking on Golden State on August the 7th. August the 12th, they take it on Toronto. That's that new expansion team that's off to a great start. And mark this day, August the 20th, they're taking on Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. So plenty of opportunities for you to check out the Dallas Wings. And you might want to take in a game or two or take them all in. They're putting on an entertaining brand of basketball, and I'm enjoying it too. I'm going to try to update y'all on what's going on with the Dallas Wings as much as I can, because they're doing some great stuff. Dateline, Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys getting things pieced together. They got their new defensive coordinator, Christian Parker. They got their first round pick in Khalid Downs, and early buzz coming out of the San Francisco that he is the thing. He's doing well. He was the best athlete overall in the NFL draft, and the Cowboys had to trade up to get him, but they got him. And speaking of Cowboys, and going back to the World Cup, they're doing some things at the World Cup that Jerry Jones didn't do. Jerry Jones refused to put curtains in the window at AT&T Stadium, or as they call it now, Dallas Stadium. We'll get back to that. But FIFA decides to put the curtains up to prevent the glare that's going to be beaming down from the outside. They don't want the players to be blinded while they're playing. With that in mind, wait a minute, hold it. I have a phone call This is a Donnie Say Something exclusive. So let me play the theme music for that.
Celebrating 30 breathtaking years.
After River
What an
Dance.
extraordinary show. The dance and music spectacular that took the
Here we
world.
go. I got Jerry Jones on the hotline. All right. The Silvers. We're going to talk about them in a little bit. But on the phone with me right now is Dallas Cowboy owner and general manager Jerry Jones. Didn't know I can get Jerry, but this show is hot enough for me again. So, hello, Jerry. This is Donnie. You're on the Donnie Says Nothing show. Great to have you here on the show there, Donnie. Your show is great, and great to be on there. Well, thank you there, Jerry. It's wonderful for that. Let's talk about this curtain issue. Now, FIFA has installed curtains to prevent the glare beaming down, and you've been fighting against it, saying that you don't need the curtains. And how come? Well, my receivers are paid to catch the ball. They are paid to catch that ball and run for touchdowns, glare or not. I could order up some Ray-Bans and have them to put the Ray-Bans on while they're playing, but I'm not going to put any curtains up. Well, say like you have a big game, like a championship game, and one of your players drops the ball because they got blinded by the sun. And what do you think about it? I want my team to catch balls. I want my Cowboy receivers to, that's why they get paid big money, so they can catch the damn ball. They can catch football so you score touchdowns. I want them to get the ball no matter if the sun is blinding them or not. Okay, Jerry, listen, Jerry. This is an issue. Now it's become an issue with FIFA. If they can put curtains up, why can't you? I want my players to catch the damn ball. I want my players to catch so I can get touchdowns. I want a Super Bowl here in Dallas while I'm alive. But okay, Jerry, all right, I see you're going off the rails here, but we're going to let you go. So take it from me. Please consider putting curtains up. It would help. It would help. You get off the damn phone, Donnie. I got this my team. I want to spend the money so I can get my players into the Super Bowl. I want to get it while I'm alive. Okay, Jerry, all right. Thank you very much. That was Cowboy owner and Jerry and general manager Jerry Jones. Wow, that interview. You thought the Donald Trump interview on the Meet the Press was out of control? That was nuts. Oh boy. Anyway, Cowboys, they're going to be in action this summer. Preseason games. As I look for them here, where am I? Okay, all right. Okay, they have. They start the season in Seattle, and then they go down to Arizona. And then the preseason game at AT&T Stadium, curtains or not, they take on the Hoodats of New Orleans. So think about that as the season gets close. Not only soccer, but football. BB, Dateline, Texas Rangers. Looks like the Rangers are beginning to piece things together. I mean, just like last year, pitching great, offense not so great. But now they're beginning to get some offensive traction. And that's what the Rangers need. And if they can get hot and roll through the summer, and right now as the season continues, Rangers have worked their way into a wild card position. If the playoffs start, Rangers are in the playoffs. And I say the division is not that far from them to get. I mean, they're in the worst division in all of the American League, actually of all of the major leagues for that matter, and they can get on a hot streak. They could overtake the American League West. I mean, Seattle's in front, but Seattle's not playing that well either. So, Rangers, they can do some damage here if the offense continues to stay hot and let their pitching continue to stay hot as well. Maybe, we have more from that. There are other things going on here. And if you're looking ahead, if you love golf, we have the PGA Championship coming to town next year. So go to pgachampionship.com/register and register to get those tickets to the PGA Championship that's going to be played out in Collin County's Front Range. I believe Craig Ranch is going to have that action there. Oh, by the way, Scotty Scheffler and Jordan Spieth, you don't have to worry about Philadelphia fans coming down here and disrupting you trying to make a putt by them chanting E-A-G-L-E, yes, Eagles, yeah. Start doing that chant. You'll be amongst friends. We'll take care of the Philly fans if they want to come down here and disrupt your concentration. We'll take care of you, don't you? We'll take care of you. And also, this has nothing to do with the World Cup, but since it's a few miles down the road in Grand Prairie, Marilyn Monroe's dress is being displayed at Ripley's. Now, this is the multi-million-dollar dress that Marilyn Monroe wore for that party with President Kennedy. And of course, the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian wore it. Allegedly, she tore it up. She tore up that big, gigantic, beautiful, lovely dress. Of course, they had to sew it up to display it. But the guy that worked at the Ripley's did a great job of putting the display together. So, if you want to go out to Grand Prairie and check that out, please do. And there's a lot of parties going on with the World Cup. If you want to be amongst soccer fans and be amongst people that's going to have some fun with this event, Fair Park, they have a event going on, and you can just order your tickets for that. It's free, but you still got to order tickets to get in. And at the Trinity Groves, there's a big gathering going on this month. It begins on the 11th. And if you want to be a part of that, Trinity Groves, that's the area on the other side of the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge with the arch. You can't miss it. And you want to have some fun and be amongst soccer friends and soccer fans, that's a good spot to go to. Cosm, which is that unusual sports bar in the colony, in the Grandscape area, they have a party going on for the World Cup. So check that out as well. And I'm trying to look for other things. I wrote down a lot of stuff. This like I said, it's a packed show, and that we took care of that, took care of that. Dallas Wings. And oh, by the way, if you're looking ahead to the NBA draft, that's the June 23rd and 24th. We're going to get that out there. I think we're done. We covered a lot of ground here, so let me do this. And there we go. All right. Okay, we got another Donnie Says Something podcast planned now. I want you to join me for that. And yeah, I want you to join me for that. And we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys season, where the victories are going to come from. I'm going to predict the games leading up to the bye week. And the Cowboys got a long way to get. There's about like the 14th week the Cowboys will have that bye week. There's going to be a lot of games, and I'll tell you, it opens in New York City. Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. And Coach John Harbaugh has already talked smack. He says, we're going to kick the Cowboys' ass. Well, them are fighting words there, Coach Harbaugh. You better watch it. We own New York. And Will the Cowboys continue on New York? We'll see. We'll see. That'll do it for the Donnie Say Something podcast. Thank you for watching. And the Donnie Sports Say Something Donnie Say Something podcast is a production of DS17 Media. We have a brand new media home, podcast home for the Donnie Say Something. Patreon.com/Donnie Say Something. The website's above my head, so go there and check out all the ones I archived. And also, it's still available on Facebook and YouTube. Just use the hashtag Donnie Say Something and get where you need to go right there. So please join me for the next one. And we lost some people along the way in the world of music. Peebo Bryson, well-known R&B artist, has some great hits. He passed away recently. And Foster Silvers from the group The Silvers had some hits there. Misdemeanor, High School Dance, and the one that I just played not that long ago, Hotline. And we're going to end it right there. So, until next time, everyone, have a great summer. You take care, everyone.
Till I get you, girl.